Bas Yisrael shenisis lekoin. Okay, so she herself independently is not permitted to eat truma, but she's nisis. There's a full marriage to a kohen. Tochel b'truma. She's permitted to eat truma. Right? She eats truma. Mes. What happens if the husband dies? V'lo himenu ben. But she has a son. Tochel b'truma. She continues to eat. Nisis leLevi. She marries a Levi. Tochel b'maser. Okay. The Gemara says it's going like Remeir, those that Zohar is not permitted to maser. So therefore, it's only because she's married to Levi she's permitted to eat maser. Otherwise, a Zohar is not permitted to eat maser. She's married. She's married to. It has nothing to do with Zika. There's no Zika. No. That's not called. Zika is only between the Yavam and the Yavama. Tocha mes below heimenu ben. Right. What happens if he dies, and she has a son from the Levi? Tocha b'maser. Similar to what? To the truma. Nisis Yisrael. Right. What happens if the Bas Kohen or the Bas Levi afterwards? She's widowed. She has a son. She marries a Yisrael. Same woman. She marries a Yisrael. No, she can't. Lo sochal. No. Although she has a son from the Kohen and from the Levi, which gave her a right. No, we're talking about the wife, which gave her a right to eat truma and that. When she marries the Yisrael, lo sochal lo b'truma lo b'maser. She's not permitted to eat either. What about mes v'lo himenu ben? What happens now? She has a child from the Kohen, from the Levi, and she has a son from the Yisrael. Right? Lo sochal lo b'truma lo b'maser. She's still not permitted because since she's still connected to the husband, to the Yisrael. What about mes b'no Yisrael? The son from the Yisrael died. Wait. But she still has a son from the Levi and the Kohen. So mes tochal b'maser, but she can't go back to truma, although she has the son from the Kohen. Right? Why? Why no?
Why can't she?
Why can't she go back to truma? Because she has a son. No, because she has a son from the Levi. Right. What about mes b'nomi Levi? Let's say subsequently the son from the Levi dies. Tochal b'truma, because she has what? Because she has the connection to the husband from the Kohen. Mes b'nomi Kohen. Let's say now her last son dies.
She goes back to her father.
Tochal, no, lo tochal. No, she can't eat anything.
Right.
It's not she goes back. She's a Bas Yisrael.
So she returns to
she doesn't. The term of returning is only by a Bas Kohen. That term, going back, is only, she goes back to the household of her father. That's Bas Kohen. So now she has no right any longer. Lo b'truma, lo b'maser. She can't eat either. Okay, now let's start from Bas Kohen. That was a Bas Yisrael. What about if initially she starts off as a Bas Kohen? A Bas Kohen naturally eats truma. Bas Kohen shenisis Yisrael lo sochal b'truma. Right? She's not permitted to eat truma. What about mes v'lo heimenu ben? Lo sochal, but she still can't eat truma. Right? Because she's connected to the Yisrael. What about nisis leLevi? Tochal b'maser. Because she's married to the Levi, she's permitted to eat maser. Mes v'lo heimenu ben. What about if the Levi dies and she has a son from the Levi? Tochal b'maser. Because again, she's still connected to the Levi. What about nisis leKohen? The third husband. She gets married to a Kohen. Tochal b'truma. She's permitted truma. Mes v'lo himenu ben. Let's say now the Kohen dies and she has a son from the Kohen. What's the halacha? Tochal b'truma. She's permitted to eat truma because she's still connected to the Kohen. What about mes b'no? Not working backwards. Mes b'no mi Kohen. Now the son from the Kohen dies. Lo tochal b'truma, but she's permitted to maser. What about mes b'no mi Levi? Right. So now she's no longer connected to the Levi. Lo sochal lo b'maser. Mes b'no mi Yisrael. Now the son from Yisrael dies and she's a Bas Kohen. Now, you see the language of the Mishnah. Choseres l'beisovio. Now she returns to the household of her father. Okay? Valzu nemar, that's the posuk. Nemar v'shovel beisovio kenu reho. She returns to the household of her father like her when she her youth. Milechem ovio tochel. She eats from the bread of her father. Means she goes back and eats the truma. Good. When she started off, when she was Bas Kohen, she was Truma Meiser. As a Bas Kohen, because even the Bas Kohen is like a Levi. She married the Yisrael that created the problem, so that cut her off from her father's household. And then she marries a Levi. Then she marries a Kohen. No, which she marries if she has Meiser. He dies and she had a son from the Levi. She could still eat Meiser. Now she marries a Kohen. So now she could eat Truma. She has a son from the Kohen. The Kohen dies, but the son's alive. She could eat Truma still. Not because she's the daughter of a Kohen, because she's connected to the husband.
And now both sons die.
Now all three sons die. 3 sons die.
Okay, all 3 sons die.
Now she's what? She's like her youth. She goes back because she's a Bas Kohen. Okay? Ma'aser has nothing to do with it. Ma'aser Rishon. The Gemara is going to say this. We're going like Rameh holds that a Zor is not permitted to eat Ma'aser Rishon. We don't rule this way. We rule that a Zor could eat. A non-Kohen is permitted to eat Ma'aser. Ma'aser is chulin. Further, Mes b'nomei Levi, right? It says when a son from the Levi dies, tochal b'truma. Right? She can eat truma. Dehadra ochlo mishum b'no. Minolon. How do we know that even though the husband dies, if she has a son from the Kohen, that she can eat because of the son? Omer Baba, Omer Rav, bas ubas. Okay? 1 second. Gabi bas Yisrael mes b'no mi Levi, tochel b'truma b'shu b'no. First person she married was a Kohen. So it says when the son from the Levi dies, and she has the son from the Kohen, she's able to eat because of the son from the Kohen, right? Even though she's a Bas Yisrael. How do we know this? Because it says, the Torah says, a Bas Kohen returns to the house of, but it says Ubas. The Vav is superfluous. What's Ubas? Command, Rabbi Akiva, the Dorish Vavi. It's going like Rechiva that he interprets the Vav. Mars is not field tamer Rabbanon, to Rabbanon, Kulo Bas Kro Yiseri. The word Ubas is totally superfluous. So it comes to include this case where her son, the Levi, dies, and she only has left from the Kohen, the son, she eats Ton Rabbanon. Kishi Choseres, when we say a Bas Kohen, she returns. This is where initially a Bas Kohen, before she gets married. She eats Truma, she eats Chosev V'Shok. Right? You know what Chosev V'Shok is? She eats Chosev V'Shok besides Truma. And the thigh. Okay? What happens? She gets married, so she can't eat Truma any longer, right? Because she's married to a non-Kohen. What happens now? She's widowed. When she returns, she only returns for Truma, but not Chosev V'Shok. Because the Torah's only, you returned for Truma to the Beis Oviyah. You're not fully reinstated as originally. She choseres l'Truma and choseres l'Chosev V'Shok. Amar Rav Chisda Ravina Bar Shila Micro. What's the basis? How do we know it's only Truma? How do we know that she's not fully reinstated? She's not fully reinstated. Micro, what's the pasuk? He betrumas hakodoshim lo tochal. What does that mean? She should not eat betruma. What's trumas hakodoshim? What's removed from what's consecrated. B'murim hakodoshim lo sochal. So what's chosev v'shok? That's the portion that's taken from the korban, which is given to the Kohen. That she doesn't eat. Rav Nachman Omer Rabarvuah says milechem. It says she eats from the bread. What's mi? From, but not all the bread. Mi lechem v'lo kol lechem. Prat l'chosev v'shok. So mi is excluding. It says of the bread, right? So of means the truma, but not the chosev v'shok. Maskula Rabbi Bar Choma Ema Prat La Force Nadorim. Yep, maybe we're speaking like what's the halacha? A girl, she's a nara. She makes a netter who nullifies a netter. What happens if she becomes fully married? The husband. What happens after the husband dies? She goes back to the father's house, so the father nullifies the Nadorim. Right? Because now she's still a Nara. Right. She's before she's 12 and a half. So now the Gemara is asking, how do you know when it says she goes back? It's what? It's regarding to the Chosev V'Shok. Maybe it means to exclude that the father can no longer nullify her Nadorim. Maybe that's what it's coming to exclude. Right? Lo tem ki echad linyan truma hodra of milsa kamaisa tead nami linyan nadorim. Right? Well, that's what we say. She only goes back for truma, but not for that. Not for Omer Ravak for Posca Ton Rebbe Shmuel. The Ton Rebbe Shmuel says v'neider almono grusha yokom oleo. It says the neder of a widow and a divorcee. The neder takes on a permanent status. Right? She's no longer married to the Torah speaks about the father and the Baal, right? It says already, the husband nullifies the husband. Okay? The father had given over his daughter to the agents of the husband. Yeah, either the father gave it over to the shluch habal, or the agent, the father gave shluch habal. Hear this? And before they arrived, she was widowed or divorced. So it's neither. She never ever went into the household of her husband, right? And she's not beis avi; she's on the way. So we say, learn from there. The moment she leaves the rishus of the av, shuveni yochel hafir, meaning where she's fully married. If she's a what's it called, an arusa, because since she never left totally, so then she returns. But since over here she left totally, right? She left totally. Now she can't come back. Okay, so therefore now when it says milechem avia tochal, so it's going what? It comes to exclude chos v'shok. No, it's not Nedarim. Maybe it's coming to exclude Nedarim. No, I have a different pasuk in Nedarim.
Right. Now we're talking about the shok, and so she.
Rav Safra mi lechem avia tochal lechem v'lo boser. Here it says lechem. What's lechem? Bread, grain, right? From the bread, grain she eats, but not from the boser, not the meat. Rav Papa mi lechem avia tochal lechem akoni lo avio. This is good. This has we just had in Kedushin. Right? What?
Right.
What would it mean, Abdiya?
No, I'm repeating what you're saying.
It says, you have it, Rav Papa?
Yeah.
Why don't you look on top? What do you look on the bottom so much?
No, I got it.
Yeah. I think you're better off following in the Gemara, not in English.
Okay.
Rav Papa be lechem avia tochal. She eats from the bread. Now we said a person is. We just had Kedushin. A person is mekadosh with truma. She's mekudeshes. Yes or no? A Kohen takes his truma, wants to mekadosh a woman. Is she mekudeshes or not mekudeshes? If it says she's mekudeshes, why not? It's his money. We just had it this morning. It says mekadosh b'truma is mekudeshes. Kohen takes his truma and marries a woman. But what did the Mishnah say? Mekadosh b'chelko. So it's the Kohen's. But yet the Mishnah says if his portion of Kochim Kalim, which is Chaz v'Shok,
So we say it has permission to eat it, but not permission to give it away.
he has no financial interest in it.
Right.
So if he has no financial interest, he can't marry with it. Right? So that's what it says. She returns to the bread of her father. What's the connotation of her father? This is the bread her father owns. So Chaz v'Shok, does he own it?
No.
So therefore that she doesn't get. No. He has no financial rights. No financial rights. Rabbi Omar, it says, "Eschazi atnufa, v'shok hatruma tochelu." It says, the chazei atnufa, the chazeh which is waved, and the shok hatruma, also the thigh that's taken, they eat. Who eats it? Ato uvanecho v'nosecho itoch, together with you, with the father, bizman she'itoch. When she's with you originally, once she leaves you, she doesn't come back to that. Okay? Itoch. With you. Omer avad v'rabo tono. Ki shochazeres lebeisavia chozeres letrum ve'chozer l'chozer v'shok. Right? Bishvil beno chozeres af l'chozer v'shok. But let's see, she still has a son. Right? Then she could, because she's no worse. She's the wife. She's like the wife of the Kohen. Right? If she has a son. Meaning like this. She had a son from the Kohen, that subsequently she marries a Yisrael. The moment she marries a Yisrael, what's the halacha? She can't eat truma, she can't eat chaz v'shok. What happens now? The son from the Yisrael dies. So she returns. She's returning because of her son. So when she returns because of her son, right, then she even gets back to chaz v'shok, because now she's married to the Kohen. See, before when you going back to your father's household, it has nothing to do with the husband. There it has to do with what? Because you're the daughter of the Kohen. Here it's because you're like the wife of the Kohen. Okay? So regarding that, she goes back for the Truma, she goes back even for Chos of Shok. Okay? You can ask what's the halacha? A woman has a son of Kohen, then she marries someone else. She's not permitted Truma, she's not permitted Chos of Shok. The son, she's divorced from the Yisrael. Now what? And she has the what? She has the son from the Kohen. What's the halacha? For Truma and Chos of Shok. But if she goes back to the father's household, only for Truma and not meat. Also, Rav Mordechai Omer L'Shmaitz coming to Rav Ashi. So Rav Mordechai, when he said this over, this halacha to Rav Ashi, that when you go back because of the son, not only does she go back for Truma, she even goes back for Chos of Shok. He says, how do you know this? He asked him, how do you know this? Good, you told me halacha, but how do you know this? Ubas, it says ubas. We said earlier, ubas. He says, but still, we said before, when you learn from ubas, even though she goes back to eat truma, we'd say you don't go back to eat Chos of Shok, the bas Kohen. Is she better than the bas Kohen? How do you know she's better than the bas Kohen? Because we're learning from ubas. She's like the bas, but the bas herself doesn't go back to Chos of Shok. So you tell me, I learned from the vav ubas that when she goes back for her son, she's like the bas, but the bas doesn't go back. You had a difficulty. On that, for all the others, I have exclusions. The bas, why is the bas doesn't go back for Chos of Shok? Because it says lechem, it says all these other things. So she's like the bas without the exclusions. Further. Next case. Bas Kohen Shnis Yisrael. A Bas Kohen marries a Yisrael. So what's the halach? The mom she marries him, she's cut off from Truma. Okay, good. Toner Rabbanon. V'shova el Beis Ovia. So wait. So what happens if she's married to Yisrael and then he dies and she has a Yavam? She's a Shemeres Yavam. Could she go back to Beis Ovia? She's connected to the Yavam. Something either Chalitza has to happen or Yibam has to happen. Okay? So until then, she's in this limbo state. Shemeres Yovam. So that's prat that comes to exclude Shemeres Yovam. She cannot eat truma. And then it says Kinu Ureho. When she returns, like in her youth, when a woman's in her youth, is she pregnant? She's not carrying an unborn child. Prat lu muberes. So if she's muberes, if she's pregnant from the Yisrael, also she cannot eat truma. Because when does she go back to the father's household? When she's like in her youth. Youth, she had no child within her. Okay, good. So Mari asks, what? The Gemara says, Aludinu. What do we need a posuk to tell me that if she's pregnant, she doesn't eat? Umadinu. Umabemokum shlosa vlad min harishon. Kul vlad min hasheni. Lepocha min hayibum. In a situation, if she's married to a first person and she's pregnant, so what's the halacha? She doesn't fall to yibum to the first person's. If let's say there's a surviving brother from the first, she doesn't. But let's say she marries another man afterwards, and then afterwards she has no child from the second husband. What's the halacha? She's bound to the surviving brother of the second husband. No. The first husband dies and she's pregnant. There's a surviving brother. Does she fall to yibum? No. She marries another man. What's the halacha? And then the second man dies childless. Does the child from the first man exempt her from the second? Yibum. They're two different husbands. Right. So the Vlad from the Rishon doesn't free her from the what? Yibum of the second, because what does the first child have to do with the second? Okay. Right? Okay. It doesn't exempt her from Yibum. Right? Also, uber kilud b'moksha vlad min rishon kivlad min hasheni l'posel min truma. 1 second. Also, uber kiyulud. Kula min hasheni l'pochim l'yibum. Also, uber kiyulud. Second. Shemosum bears petura dechsiv ben ein lo b'kol mokum. Yeah. Also ubikiyulud. In a case where it doesn't accept the second one, but there's an uber, we see the uber like a yulud. We see like therefore she doesn't fall to yibum. Where if she's pregnant, moksha of vlad min arishin kavlad min hasheni, leposla min hatruma. Enodin shenasi uber kiyulud. His kavchom is a little complicated. So, wait 1 second. Mokum she'osa vlad min arishin kavlad min hasheni. Leposla min hatruma. Second. Bas Kohen shnis Yisrael v'yodalo. Right. We have a Bas Kohen marries Yisrael. She has a child from him where he dies. And this is la'acher. Umes lo bonim. Adain hiasur b'truma. She's still not permitted in truma. Why? Because she has the child from the first husband. Bishum vlad harishon doksiv zer ein lo. Right?
But she's pregnant.
No. She's not pregnant. Case where she's not pregnant. Thank pregnant. You're pregnant. Also yulud mokum she'osa vlad min harishon kivlad, not yulud. Kivlad min hashein l'posim min truma. Eno din shnase uber kiyulud. So the uber is kilud lo. Mali also uber kilud linin yibum shari also mesim kechayim. 1 second. Mali also right? No. She says no. Differentiate. Mali also uber kilud linin yibum. Meis balo vakach mes beno harehi ki kechay. Veno choseres lisiabein. Kidamar b'shmaitz droadach noam. Let's say when the husband died, there was a child. And then after subsequently the child dies. Does she fall to Yibam now? We say no. Because she had a child. Even though, so we say over there, lo. 1 second. Mali also, she says lo. Mali also uber kilud li nibum sharei also mesim kechayim. When the child dies afterwards, so the child is like what? We still see him like he's alive, because at the time when he died, there was a child. Nas ubikiyulud, linyan truma, shlo also mesim cham. Just gonna go through this quickly. Talmud lobim kunurel, prat muberes. That if she's muberes, v'itzrich lemichtav muberes, v'itzrich lemichtav zer ein lo. We have two things. We say if a woman's pregnant, she can't go back to the father's household, and we say if she has a child, she doesn't go back. So why do we need to psukim? We should make a koshkim. If she's pregnant, connected when she's pregnant, she doesn't go back to the father's household. Right? So if she has a child, definitely she shouldn't go back to the father's household. But yet we have two psukim. One says she has a child, she doesn't go back, and she's pregnant, she doesn't go back. What do we need two psukim? It says, Dikos rachmono v'zera ein lo meikoro chad guf asher trei gufi. Because you know why she doesn't go back? Let's say she married Israel, the husband dies. Why does she go back to Truma? Because initially when she left her father's house, so she was one person. Now she's two people. She's two people. But let's see she's pregnant. How many human beings are there? She left the household, she's one, she's still one. And she's no longer married to the husband because he died. Right. So therefore, tzricha, I need a apostle to tell us, she has to be kinureo, just as when she left her father's household, she was empty. She had no child within her. So therefore, okay, because muberis, so let's just write muberis. If a person's pregnant, is not qualified to go back, so she has a child also. No, I could say no. To make kora gufa sarika, I'd say when she left her father's household, her body was empty. She didn't have a child within her. Hashna gufa malya, but now her body is filled with, has a fetus inside. So that's the reason why she's not it's not kunurel. She's not like she was in her youth when she left. Abul zerein lo. The meikora chat gufa sarika, vashna gufa sarika. But if she had the child when she left her father's household, her body was empty of a child. And now it's still empty of a child. Therefore, even though she has a child from the Israelites, say she'd be able to go back to eat truma. So therefore, it says, there ain't law, no, it's only if she has no child. So I need two psukim. I need a person to tell me, kinu reho. She has to, no, kinu reho means like her youth, that she's empty. And also, there ain't law that she has no child. That's why I need both psukim. Okay? It's good. Omale reviewed the miskator l'rovo. Rav Yehuda Miskator says to Rava, Lo nasa mesim kechayim l'nidibum. We don't say that when the person dies, we seem like living. Lo nasa mesim kechayim l'nidibum. We don't say it, right? We said if she had a child, subsequently the child dies. What's the halacha? Right. We don't lo nasa mesim kechayim. We don't say the mes l'nidibum mikalchom. Ma b'mokshin nasa v'lad min harishon. We see the child from the first husband, like being married, like a child from the second husband, to invalidate it from truma. Lo osa mesim kechayim. Mokum shlo osa vlad min arishon vlad min ashen lepochim min ayibim made odin shlo nasim is kantam lo drachay dachenu chasu shvelo. Okay. Nasa mesim gechaim blin yitrum mikal v'chomer. Mab mokum shlo oso vlad min yishin kvlad min yishin pochim min yibum oso meis chaim. Right. Moksha kvlad min yishin pochim min yishum enu din shnasa meis Talmud lo v'zer ein lo. V'ein lo v'nasa vlad min yishin kvlad min yishin lin yibum kal v'chomer. Mab moksha oso mesim gechaim shum oso b'meis vlad min yishin kvlad min yishin moksha oso mesim gechaim enu din shnasa. Tamlo ben ein lo, vo ein lo, lo nase vlad min rishon vlad min hashem the chum kabochomer. I'm reading through this fast. Boksha, of course, it's complicated just to work. Shasa, you have to review it. Meis gechaim lepochim min yibel oso vlad min rishon vlad min hashem boksha oso. Then sheino din shlas vlad min yut kolad min shtem loma ein lo, vo yesh lo. Okay, hajan leish mutoros, hajan lo and hajan lutra, hajan loch, yishus hajan lo, hajan lo yishus hajan lo. Okay, new parak. Now, o isha sholach baylam dinas hayam. A woman and her husband went overseas. Ubov Omer law, and the Gemara is going to explain, they came in and told her, Mes Balech. The Gemara is going to show what's an Eirechot. A single witness. We'll discuss this. Venisis. And based on the testimony of a single witness, she went and got married. Now, when is a woman adulteress? If she knows she's married, she commits adultery. This woman, why did she get married? Because she believed the testimony of the single witness, which Chacham say you could accept it. You can accept it. We'll see. And then the husband shows up. 1 second. She has to leave both. Well, the question is, the second one's on, but we don't even allow her to be with the first husband. Again, I don't want you to get distracted. It says it doesn't say the word divorce. She has to leave both husbands. The second husband, of course, she's not permitted to be with him. She's a married woman. She does not be divorced from the second one. She's not permitted to be with him. She's a married woman.
Right, but don't you need a get for both?
One second. Why should you need a get?
You need a complete severance from both.
When do you need a get? What does a get do? Severs what? No. Severs a marriage.
Yes, so the first one.
But how she's not married to the second one? Because she's an Ashish Ish.
Wait, so the first one, she becomes like an adulteress because he's married.
You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening.
I'm sorry.
You're not listening. A woman's a married woman. The second man wants to marry her. Does she need a get from the second man who marries her? Goes through a wedding, gives her a ring and everything else, and they're aiding.
No,
Why? Why isn't it valid? A married woman cannot be married to another man.
Right.
Here, she got married based on testimony of one witness. She goes and marries another man.
Right.
Now, it says she has to leave the second husband. Why does she have to leave him?
Right, because it's an adulteress.
Because she's married.
Yeah, to the first.
She's married to the first.
Yes.
Right? So the second one, it's understood she can't be with the second one.
Right.
She's married.
So why did the first? Because she's a Zonin.
Wait, but why can't she stay with the first one? She got married based on the testimony. She didn't commit adultery. She got married based on the testimony of the witness. Bezdin said she could get married.
Right, but she's penalized because she should have investigated.
Okay, now you're introducing a new thing. So it's not the typical case of an adulteress. Rabbinically, we penalize her. So it's not we treat her like an adulteress, but she's not really an adulteress. We treat her like an adulteress. Okay? That's what we're talking about over here. She has to leave both of them. The second one is understood she can't be with. Right? That's easy. Why is the second one easy? Because she's a married woman. The chiddush is the first one she has to leave. Utzricha get mizeh mizeh. So here the chiddush is not the first one, the second one. If she's never married to the second one, does the second one have to give a get? Right? The Gemara says, why should the second one have to give a get? She's not married to the second one. Right? Ve'ein lo ksuba. She gets no ksuba from neither. Second one's understood, but even from the first husband. V'lo peiros, let's say the husband ate the fruits. Normally he would have to reimburse her. He doesn't have to give back to her. Lo mazonos, he doesn't have to support her. V'lo belos, let's say she brought certain garments in, and there's everything. Right? Lo alzeh v'lo alzeh. Im not lo mizeh u'mizeh. Let's say she collected. She took what? Tazur. She has to give it back. V'avalad mamzer mizeh mizeh. Even if she goes back to the first husband, we treat the rabbinics. The second child from the second husband, child from the second husband is a mamzer doraisa. No. The second child is a mamzer doraisa. Why? Because she's a married woman. Not because she's not married. Because she's a married woman. She's a married. And the first one is a rabbinic mamzer. She's a rabbinic mamzer. Okay? Okay, good. Because why should the first husband, why should the child be a mamzer? Children that were born before she married that guy are kosher. We're talking about the subsequent children. If she went back and had relations with him, had a child, neither husband is permitted to contaminate her. Let's say the first husband didn't give her a get yet, and he's a Kohen. He's not permitted to contaminate himself. Lo v'zev zakoim lo b'tziyosu masiyadev lo b'aforus in the rev. Neither husband, if she finds something normal, the husband takes what she finds. She takes her earnings. These husbands, we treat them, they're not husbands. Lo b'aforus in there, they can't nullify, although the first husband's fully married to her, no longer. This is all rabbinical. Hoysa bas Yisrael, that's easy, right? Because she's a zona, right? Ubas Levi min amaser, ubas Kohen min atruma. Vein Yoshin shel zev Yoshin zev Yoshin is ksubasa, because the ksuba is canceled out. The Gemara says it's a cheat. It's understood. How did they yashin the ksuba? She forfeits it. The mesu, let's say the husband's died before they gave the get. Oh, emesu ochim shel zev och shel zev choltzim v'lo miyabin. The first husband she's married to midoraisa. Yibum we don't allow because we see it. We don't want them to be together. No, not maybe. Chalitza is a doraisa. You have to give chalitza. She's still married to the first man. Even if she's a real adulteress. Let's say a woman committed adultery. And then the guy dies before he divorces her. The brother has to give chalitza. So good. So there's no worse. There's rabbinically we're penalizing. Midoraisa, she shouldn't even be able to give yibum here. Right? But we're saying the second one also gives chalitza. Because we said, like before, the second one has to give a get. So good. Rabbi Yosef ksubosa al nichse ba'alo rishon. No, ksuba, she has a claim to ksuba from the first husband. Rabbi Loza Omer, harishin zakoi b'mitziyosa mas yodeo. But first in the red, the first one, the husband, because since factually he's married to midoraisa, so he gets it, her mitziyah, her ma'asiyadaim, her earnings, and he still can nullify her vows. The first husband, because he's still a. Why is that a chiddush? It's not a chiddush. He's married her. He's fully married her.
Right.
Why shouldn't he be able to?
You would think her mindset is that she wasn't married. She left him. He's dead. But okay, he comes back, and now he's liable to the.
What do you mean? No. He's not liable for anything. We're not saying he's
giving all that stuff back.
He's not giving anything back. He's giving nothing back.
We just said that he has to return.
Rabbi Lozo Maharishan Zakim Tziyoso. What is that? If she finds something, he takes possession. That's he's gaining. It's not costing him anything. Zakim Tziyoso. If she found the lost article, who's the beneficiary of that lost article? His. She earns money. He gets her wages. If he makes a vow, he vow. He's the driver's seat.
Okay.
Why? Because he's a full husband.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes. But any children there are still mamzer, and we see that she's penalized.
Wait a second. Forget about it. We're not discussing children here.
Well,
We're talking about the original children.
okay.
The original children, there's no reason why should be mamzerim.
No, but,
Okay? Reb Shimon Omer biyoso chalitzoso miyachu shorishim poteres tzoroso. Vein avlab meno mamzer. Reb Shimon argues. He says, if factually one of the brothers does yibum or chalitza, if there's a co-wife, the man had a co-wife,
yes.
she's free to marry.
Right.
Why? Pashut. Why shouldn't she be free? She's a tzora. Even if she be a tzora sota, it's no worse, right? Ve'ein avlad mamzer. If, let's say, he had relations, he's arguing. We said before, if the first husband had a child from her, child's a mamzer. Rabbinic.
Right.
He says the child's not a rabbinic mamzer. It's not a rabbinic mamzer. Okay? Ein avlad mamzer. V'im nisi shlo b'rshus, muteres la'azer lo. What about if, now we speak with the Gemara, if she got married with two witnesses, not a single witness. She didn't go to Bezdin, she had two witnesses who said, he's dead. She remarried, and the guy shows up. Okay? Then we allow her to go back to the first husband. Because they're on Midoraisa, had two valid witnesses. Okay? This is Alpi Bezdin. What about if she got married to Bezdin, not only with the two witnesses, Bezdin gave a psak that she's permitted to remarry, Teitzei, Upturmin Korban. She has to leave the second husband, and now she's considered an ones. She doesn't even have to bring a korban. It's not even called a shogeg. It's not the first case. She returns to her, but she has to bring a korban because she was shogeg. She committed adultery. She'd be shogeg because she relied on testimony to witnesses. She had a right to, but it's a shogeg. But if the bezdin gave her the psak, then she's ptur min a korban. Lo nisis al pi bezdin. What about it was not pi bezdin? Teitzei. V'chayevs bekorban. Then she has to leave the second husband, and she has to bring a korban. Okay? Yofe kor bezdin sheputeres min a korban. So we see what's the power of bezdin. If she has a psak from the bezdin, she's exempt from. That's called ones. Horua bezdin li nosei. Let's say bezdin says you permitted to marry. Rather than getting married, she had an illicit affair.
So she's a single woman and has that affair. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what we're saying.
Okay, good.
And then it turns out the husband's alive. Then the husband shows up. After she had the illicit affair, the husband shows up.
So she's treated like a single woman having a relation.
No, so wait, though.
Maybe.
It says chayeves bekorban. Why? Shluitir el nosik was the psak bezdin was to get married. So therefore, right, there's a gzer sakosef that if you get married based on the psak bezdin, you're part from a korban. But the psak bezdin wasn't to have an illicit affair; it was to get married.
Right.
So if she would have followed the bezdin's psak, then you're exempt from the korban, even though it turned out to be wrong. Bezdin made a mistake, but that was the psak of bezdin. You follow psak bezdin, you put them from a korban. But if she had a illicit affair which had nothing to do with the psak of bezdin, since factually it turned out the husband was alive, it's called a shogeg. Therefore, she has to bring a korban. Okay. Let's see Rashi. Let's see all the Rashis over here. Ishabov Amrullah Be'edechot Kedai Kinu B'Gemara B'Seif. Okay. Teitzim Izel B'Seif. She has to leave both husbands. Geshar Eshisi. Shezinso. The Hach Lav Anusei. We don't see her as a woman who's raped. V'Avgav Demnu Rabbanon Le'edechot B'Isho B'Shumiguna. Even though the Chazal said you believe the testimony of a single witness because she shouldn't be an aguna. Taima Maim B'Shum Higufa Daikov. Because we say before she gets married, she has to investigate it. Ad the Yoda B'Kushto Umitzvah. Because we say she will not leave a stone unturned to get married. V'ho Lo Daiko Kansil. But here we see you didn't investigate it well enough. Because you see the husband showed up. Therefore we penalize her. Tzricha get Mizeh Mizeh. If she wants to marry a third party, so the question, why does she need to get from the second one? That's the question. Taimo, the boy get Mishanim, before she speaks Gemara, the Gemara will explain why she needs to get from the second one. Because really, even rabbinically, she shouldn't need to get. Why should she need to get? She's a married woman. Bezonas, afilu mashalovso, v'ochlo, belows, afilu, okay, havlab mamzer, im yolda mishnei, misheni mamzer gomer. She has the child that she had from the second husband is a mamzer doraisa. V'im to shuv herziro rishon. Let's say the first husband takes her back and has relations with her. V'yodalo havi mamzer mi divreihem. It's a rabbinic mamzer. There's a Torah mamzer, rabbinic mamzer. Nifsul merkura mishum zora. She definitely. Miramas kinosa. Okay. Yoshim kshubos cholzin. The first brother, the brother of the first husband, has to give a chalitza. That's a doraisa, because factually, she's married. No, because she's married, still married to the first one. She's married, not remarried. Choletz rabbanon gozadu liyabim v'ochel shel sheni. Choletz midrabanon. Bishum gzeira, because why do you have to give chalitza? Because people may say shema yomer girsha zeh v'nosa zeh. People say the first one divorced her and the second one married her. Can enforce b'gemara. Biyoso chalitzoso v'savlad mamzer ein avlad mamzer imersi rishon. Reb Shimon argues. Reb Shimon says no. I disagree. Reb Shimon says if the first one has a child with her, the child is a kosher child. We don't penalize her to say the child's a mamzer. This shlo b'rshus bezdin shbo shnei edim v'omru bezdin meis baloch v'nisus ma'atzmo. Right? She did. Muta lazer. Right? Ptur min hakorban. Why? Why, if she gets married based on the psaka bezdin, why is she exempt from a korban? This is very important. Rashi. The yochid shoser who has bezdin potter, because this is a kosuv that if a person does something based on the psaka bezdin, you're exempt from a korban. What about shlopi bezdin lebeidim? She has to bring a korban. Okay, further. Mediktoni seifo. The seifo says nisi shlo b'shus bezdin, right? Mutar lachzor. It says if she got married without the permission of bezdin, the first husband's permitted to take her back. Shlo b'shus bezdin. 1 second. Ela be'edim. So what are we speaking about? She had edim. Bechal the reisha b'shus bezdin ubeidechot. So it seems to be the reisha when it says that we allow her to get married. We're talking about it's b'shus bezdin. Yeah, but it's an eidechot, and that's what we say when the husband comes. We don't allow her to go back. Alma eidechot nemont. So we see from the reisha of the Mishnah that an eidechot is believed. Right, because we say in eidechot we allow her to get married. The reisha, right? The opening statement in the Mishnah, right? Bezdin allows her. It says right. Utinan nami, hulzagu lios masian alpi masian, aid mi pied. Normally, hearsay is not enough to get married, but regarding a woman, because aguna aid mi, it's the testimony was heard from another witness. The evidence. One witness says, I heard from another witness that he saw he was at the funeral. That's enough for a woman to get married. You hear this? It's not the witness himself says, I was at the funeral. Other person said, my friend told me he was at the funeral. That's enough to get married. Right? That's, okay? The isha mi pi isha. Even a woman who's not qualified, she could testify. Vishim pi eved upi shivcha. A woman says, I heard from an eved shivcha. They saw the body. Alma eidechot mehemet, so we see eidechot's believed, right? In this context, for a woman to remarry.
I thought we said if a woman gives testimony that at least she's suspicious, or she's
only a mother-in-law, a mother or a co-wife. Utanan nami, eidechot omer chalto chelev. Right? If the Eidechot would say, I saw Yit Chelev. So what's the Omer Halacha? Yit Chelev inadvertently. You have to bring a korban. Wait. Vu Omer lo achalti. And he says, he denies it. He says, no, what you're saying is not correct. Potter. No, it's not the Kofar HaKol. It's not a monetary, but it's not a Kofar HaKol zone by monetary issues. Right? Potter. Taimo do Omer lo achalti. Why is he Potter? Because he says, I didn't. He's contradicting the Eidechot. Ha-ishtik, but let's say he would have remained silent. He says, I don't know. Right? Mehemen, the Eidechot's believed. And he has to bring a korban. And we're not concerned, it may be chun lazora. Because if it's not chayav korban, how does to go and eat it? Alma, Eidechot mehemen midoraiso. So we see clearly from this, and Eidechot's believed on a Torah level. What's the pasuk? Where is it in? We brought a proof from here. Eidechot's believed on a Torah level. But the question is, where do we see it in the Torah? Where do you see in Eidechot, if it says, if the Eidechot testifies, says you eat chelev and you don't contradict the Eidechot, although you have no recollection, you bring a korban. And the Kohen officiates and eats the korban. But if the Eidach is not believed, maybe the Kohen, it's chulin, because you can only bring a chatos if what? Only if you did it, but maybe you didn't do it.
So where's the proof?
Right, what's the proof in the Torah? So the Gemara says, because it says, "Oh, hoda elov chatoso." It says the chatos has to be known to him. V'lo sheyidu acherim.
It's the owner's supposed to do.
Wait, no. It says he becomes aware that it became known to him his chatos, but other people should not. Meaning, yocha pisha enu makhisho ye potter. You got to mean. Let's say two witnesses say to him, you ate chelif. So no, two witnesses say you owe money, and he says, I don't owe money. So remember what you say. Two witnesses, hardcore evidence. Two witnesses say you ate chelif. He says, I didn't. When it comes to chatos, you have to admit it. If you don't admit it, it's coming. So it was because it's coming from an outside source. So it can't come from an outside source, even if you believe them, how do we know that's enough to bring a chatos? It says, Minolon, yeah. So it says, Yocha pisha enu makhisho ye potter. Maybe even if he's not contradicting us, maybe even there he's potter. Talmud loma. Oh, hodei love. It became known to him. So it could become known, but you have to believe it. Mikol moko hechidomi. So what exactly we talk about? If two people come and say to a man, you ate chelif, and he believes them, I need a pasuk to tell me that you believe them. Elav, you know what the case is speaking? Chad, that a single witness came. And if he doesn't contradict the single witness, mehemin, the single witness is believed, and that's enough that he should bring a korban. Shmami nos. From here we're able to draw ein echad nemon. Someone says, umimai, what's the proof? Umimai de mishum de mehemin dilmi mishum koshosik. Maybe since he remains silent. There's a principle, ushtika kodo damya. When a person remains silent, that's admission. Silence is admission. Admission. Teida, a proof. The Tani Sefer, Omru Shnaim Ochalta Chelif. Two witnesses come and say, you ate Chelif. Vu Omer Lo Achalti. And he says, I did not eat Chelif. Potter. Remer Machayev. Remer says, no. If two witnesses say, you ate Chelif, you cannot contradict, you're Chayev. Omer Ameya, I'll bring a proof to you that I'm right, that you're Chayev. Why? Kal v'chomer, Aleph. Uma'im, hevu shnaim lidei mi'iso chamur. If two people say you committed murder, and we forewarned you, they put him to death. They put him to death, correct?
Yeah.
So mi'iso, which is chamura, which is so severe, lo yevo, lo yivu, lidei korban akal. If two people are sufficient evidence to bring him, to put him to death, to bring about an oblation in a korban, which is much more, less severe, they're not going to be believed. Right? It's a kolshkein. Amru lo, said Chacham respond, you can't compare it to. Ma'im yitzaloma mezira, you see. Right? When do you bring a korban? Only if it's mishogeg. Let's say they say, we saw Yid Chelef. He says, it's true, but I was amazed. What's the halacha? You don't bring a korban, right? So if that's the case, therefore, two witnesses are not believed to obligate him. So because since he could have said, mezira yisi, therefore he's believed to say, I didn't eat it at all. If he wanted to exempt himself from the korban, what could he have said?
Yeah.
I was amazed.
I could have said this, but I said this.
It's like amigo. It's difficult with amigo. So hareza nemon liftor atzmi mikorban dein edem motzu lakhisho bo hilkach yomenami lo achalti nemon mifligu bo boho. So where do they argue? That's with two. Michal de reisha edechod omer achalta chelev daik mino ho ishtik chayv divir akoli. Everybody agrees. My timer kom chayvi korban rabbanon. My timer kom chayvi rabbanon. Ilay mishum de behemin. Is it because they believe or trey ba'almo baba gav de komakashu inu mehemni ukapachu rabbanon elav mishum di ishtik ushtik ododamya or svaru. Okay, we'll stop right here.